It's me, Noah, coming at you with another video. I'm here with teammate James. James, tell him what you're playing.
We're playing Sekka Mermails.
James, you got anything to say about the deck before you get into it?
I thought this deck was going to be worse than the original one, but it turns out to be a lot better and more consistent than the original OTK variant with all the other spells and stuff. But yeah.
Okay, without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay, so we start with 3 Megalo. The 3 Megalo, so for those who you don't know, is you discard 2 cards, and then you discard 2 water monsters, and then you can special summon it. So in this, it pretty much just facilitates all your OTKs, and when it's on the field, you contribute a water monster and can allow it to attack twice. But since you're not playing any of the spells like Mikasuchi or what's Abyssphere, like you can honestly get away with just playing 2, in my opinion, because it's so easily be searchable. Because like now, since you're discarding 2 Atlanteans, it feels like it's a -1 because you're not really searching anything. And then next, you play 3 Abyss Teus. This is probably the biggest and most broken level 7 Mermail in this deck right now, simply because it takes 1 to discard, and it's not a -1 because you get to search something afterwards, which is a level 4 or lower Mermail from your deck to your hand. And next, for the last of the big Mermails, you play 1 Abyss Lead. I'm planning on cutting this, but I just don't know what to cut it for. Maybe just 1 hand trap or so, but it's in the deck for now because like I like putting big bodies on board and just to punch over things. And for the last of the Mermails, we play 1 Spike and 2 Gun. I'm liking this so far, but I don't really see myself using Gun more than once per duel, so it might be getting cut down to 1. But other than that, it's doing me pretty well right now. And the Spike, there's some pretty cool interactions with Spike, Goon, and what's the other one? Aqua Spirit. But like there will be a combo video for this soon. So that's it for the Mermails. Next we're playing the Atlanteans. So we played 3 Atlantean Prince. For those who don't know, all the Atlanteans have a base effect where they do something once it's sent to the graveyard by a water monster. So for this, if this is sent to the graveyard, if there's another Atlantean in your grave besides Neptibus, you can special summon it from the graveyard. And what Neptibus does on its normal summon is that you can activate effect, and it's a cost to send a Atlantean monster from your deck to the graveyard to search a Atlantean from your deck to your hand. So what you would normally do is just ditch the goons, search the goons, and then when the goons are sent to the graveyard, you can search a Sea Serpent type monster from your deck to your hand. So it's a +2. Then we play 2 Heavy Infantry. Heavy Infantry is the one that destroys a face-up card on the field when it's sent to the graveyard by a water monster. And then we play Marksman. Marksman is the one that destroys a set monster when it's sent to the graveyard by a water monster. And there's also a neat battle effect where if you damage your opponent, you can special summon a Atlantean monster from your deck to your field. So like it's pretty easy to OTK with this card and Megalo because once you tribute for Megalo and then you play this, Megalo attacks twice and then you hit with this, and then with this you special summon a goons from your deck to the field, and then that's over 8k of damage. So that's neat. Next, for just other monsters that help the deck run, we played 3 Genix Undine. Yeah, 3 Genix Undine, 1 Controller, and 1 Rosenix. There's a pretty cool interaction with it because this is like your next best normal summon, because you can just play Undine, search the Controller, and send Genix, Rosenix, or any of your Atlanteans to the graveyard. But like with the ideal hand, you want to send List, because with this you can banish the Rosenix, and you can play a token, and then with the token you can make Link Spider, and then since you have Link Spider on one of the Link zones, you can special summon the controller that you searched So your board will look like this with a link spider up here. And then from that point, you could just link these two, make goblin. And then from that point, it depends what monsters or what you have in your hand or what your opponent has. For the 3 hand traps, we play 3 Gamma Seal. It just gets rid of problematic monsters like what's that? The
I don't.
wait, what was that card? Mechaba?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. You could get rid of that. You could get rid of other problematic boss monsters that I can't name off the top of my head right now. Is ABC still a thing?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, yeah, I guess you could get rid of Dragon Buster. Is there like any other boss monster?
Go ahead and finish your profile.
I don't know, but like the point is to get rid of problematic monsters that you can't normally deal with. So that's why this is in here. And it's a water, so like you can discard it if needed be. Next, just to finish rounding it off, we played 3 Aqua Spirit. This is pretty much just your combo extender, and it helps you manipulate the graveyard when you have 6, and then you can just drop Molten Glacia. We play the Frog Engine as well, just to get more monsters on the field, so you can start linking away or make Sir Yugioh easier, and sometimes you can even make a toad with materials on it. And next we play 1 Molten Glacia, you know what it does, and 1 Deep Sea Diva, just to search out the Neptibus. And then once you search out the Neptibus, you pretty much just have 2 monsters on the field, and then you can start linking away depending on what you have in your hand. So that's it for monsters. We only play 3 spells in this deck, which is the 3 Sekka's Light. This is probably the closest thing we'll ever get to a Pot of Greed. For those who don't know what Sekka's Light does, is you just can't play any other spell cards for the rest of the duel, and you can't play any spell cards when after you activate this. So that's why you play only 3 Sekka's Light and no spell or trap cards. So what it does, you play it, you draw 2 cards, that's it. And then after that, when this card's in the graveyard, you could banish 1 card. And you could banish this card and then reveal 1 monster from your hand, and then shuffle it back into the deck and redraw a card. So what this card initially basically does is that you can fix your hands or you can make cards better. So if you just happen to draw like a controller or like just have a Janix Undine in both of these in your hand, and you have a Sekka's Light, you could just use Sekka's Light, draw 2 cards, and then banish Sekka's Light, return the Janix controller to your hand, and then make your Undine live again in your hand, because now controller is back in your deck, and then you can use the Undine. So like this card's really good because like it offers a lot of consistency, and it just allows you to fix your hands and make your Undines live, or it just makes cards better, because like sometimes you don't want that many like goons in your hand, and like you just want 1 in your deck just to use for Neptibus. That's it for the main deck. It's a 40 card main deck. I'm just gonna flash through the extra deck because like, it's pretty self-explanatory. You pretty much just play the Nightmare Engine. I don't have the Ibli, so I'm not playing a Mermail. Yeah, so I'm not playing the Mermail right now. But you could easily just put the Mermail in here, and then just take away a card that like I'm about to show you. But this package offers you so much utility, because this one allows you to allow you for additional normal summon. This one, the Griffin, allows you to. It's basically a walking skill drain. So like your opponent will have to commit more resources of getting rid of the Griffin. This one destroys a spell or trap, and this one destroys a special summon monster, and they all require you to ditch a card to do so, to activate their effects, except the Griffin, of course. So pretty much, since these cards are since you have to discard, you could just discard this, destroy 1 of your opponent's resources, and then gain a Mermail from your graveyard. So just really cool interactions. Next, Sir Yugioh, self-explanatory, is a Link 4, Proxy Dragon, Eco Talker, Link Spider, Underclock Taker, Miss Starboy. I'm planning to cut Miss Starboy because like I really don't use Miss Starboy like that much, honestly. it never really actually comes up because like you pretty much just because sometimes you just make Star Yugioh or you sometimes just have a proxy that points to 2 other open monster zones. That's it for the links actually. We still play 1 Abyss Giles because it's a walking skill drain, and we play the Galaxy Tomahawk because you can make so much tokens with that and just start linking them away and extending your link plays. And then we played the Toe package, and then we played 1 Bahamut Shark. The 2 cards I'm debating on cutting is either one of these 3, but I just don't know what yet. Other than that, that's the end of deck profile.
All right, James, you got anything else to say?
Not really. I mean, I thought this deck was gonna be a lot worse than the other one because like I didn't see a way of getting like Neptibus any faster. But like I guess this deck, it just everything in this deck does something. So like you don't really rely on Neptibus that much. It's nice to get Neptibus, but like you don't. It's like you won't completely lose if you don't get it. So yeah, that's what I would say.
Well, you heard it here first. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And this has been Teammate James and Teammate Noah signing out.